Hello and welcome to the Cafe Nightly Show. I'm your host, Goldsmith. It is the 15th of October, 2024, and it is a Tuesday in harvest season, which means we should expect a cosmetic drop, and that's just what we got. Week number 3 of the cosmetic drops for harvest season did drop today. Get into the details there. Take a look at the drops. What we did get. New bonus mission is dropped and launched for the tasks or for our missions for the harvest season. That is dropped out today. Otherwise, we don't have anything too crazy. We'll get those two pieces out of the way. We'll call it a Tuesday and head into the rest of the week. All views and opinions expressed by myself, they're mine and mine alone, should not be taken as game strategy or financial advice. They represent the team of the game of Upland. Any views or opinions who are expressed by guests or contributors who do have come on, they have their own opinions. They're welcome to them. Should not be taken as game strategy or financial advice. They represent the game of Upland, the team of Upland, myself, the Goldsmith of the Cafe Nightly Show. Easy enough. Let's get to it. It's a quick one. It's a quick one with some quick items here, and let's definitely take a look at those. First and foremost, get that share screen, get that pulled up. Let's take a look. And what we take a look at is a couple announcements here. A couple announcements over in the live updates. First and foremost, we got to watch the videos. We got to see what they look like. That is the live drop for week number 3 for the third drop of harvest season. Here's the announcement. Check out the drop. It's a quick reveal, and don't miss out on your chance on drop number 4. Again, if you did not burn in time, you hadn't burnt in time for drop number 3, but between now and 8 a.m. PT on next Tuesday to be included. It says 9 a.m. PT, but really, get it in there early if you want to be included for drop number 4. Check it out here for drop number 3. Let's take a look. I knew I could do it. Week 3 drops are live now in Upland. Again, we have a couple different qualifications of, there we go. Property background, Pixel Llama. We'll take a look at that live in game. Property background, Pixel City. Look at that. And then the property background, Pixel Climber. Again, they do look, and then of course the season badge you do get if you did burn at all and you have burnt it currently. If you burn it again later in the month, you do get 1 pass per individual. So you haven't burned yet, you still have the opportunity to burn now to get that pass, but to get that badge, and again, of course, to get the rest of the drops the rest of the month. I'll take a look at what things actually look like in the game of Upland. I think it is kind of fun when we see these, and we do get them to take a look at what they actually look like on, what they look like as you tool around Upland, and just get an idea. And it gives me an opportunity to turn them on and off for myself and figure out what I really want to have on here if one is more attractive than the others. Again, the idea that I keep missing is to burn it before the first drop. The sale goes on a day or two before the first drop usually. Sometimes the burn isn't available immediately as soon as the sale happens. And then, if I don't remember to burn it soon after, I missed that first drop. I didn't miss this one. Again, third drop of the month. We do have another 3 items that did come out. Another 4 drops the rest of this month. Let's take a look at the drops that I had today. Again, here we are in the game of Upland. Ooh la la. All right, let's get in and take a look. Go take a look at the upper left-hand corner. Pop up my profile here. If I go and look at the edit here, I can see that I've got a few things. They're over in the overlay, so I got to get all the way back down to my overlays. Look at all those block explorers. Backgrounds, say overlays, but block explorer backgrounds. And nothing new here. We got to go with the property card backgrounds. That's the one I was looking for. All right. Here are the new ones. Here's the Pixel Llama. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, let's make it change and make it so we can see it. Let's go take a look at one of my properties or a property so we can take a closer look at what it looks like. And there is the property card. There is the property. There it is. Property card. That's a Pixel Llama. Get that out of the way. Again, I will say voxel. Upland can say pixel if they want. I think it's much more voxel style. We're going to take a look at the second one, the second property card here. This is called the Pixel Climber Harvest 2024. Again, we got to go take a look at a property. There it is. There's the property card here. Again, looks really cool. Looks voxel style. I like it. let's go take a look at a final voxel style. Upland's calling pixel style art. Let's take a look. And again, finally, it is a property card, the same as we saw for the other two. Property card here is Pixel City. Here it is. So look at that Pixel City. Again, with the Pixel City, same thing. It's not pixel, it's voxel. It doesn't make it look less great. It just means the definitions are a little janky. Little janky definitions here. So there we go. There is our voxel city. Isn't it lovely? Doesn't it look great? And yes, I'm liking the theme. I'm liking the theme a lot better than I did a couple days ago when we saw what the structure ornaments looked like coming out from Upland. Again, they looked a little rough. They looked a little limited in what they were trying to achieve. And these are, again, they're much better composed. And when we look at something, I get the style, I get the idea, but we can go and take a look at these actual structure ornaments, and I can show you that that's it's noise and not actually saying anything, because it looks like it's I don't know, melted cheese over top here, and maybe people like melted cheese, and maybe people like the random placement of blocks, but it just feels random placement, and it just doesn't feel well composed. And I come over here and I go and click on my property card right now, and I look at this voxel style art, and look at that. That's well composed. It looks great. And I come out and I go over here and I go back and I choose another one of these property cards. And it's the same thing. All three of them that we had dropped today, they did look well composed. I did like them. I think that the map, that a map asset in this style might be nice if we had a nice, well composed map asset. I think in this style, if we saw the structure ornament in this style that was more composed, that looked a lot more like these property cards, let's get back to them, a lot more like these property cards, I could see it being something that people, enjoyed a lot more. Look at that llama here. Pixel Llama Harvest 2024, aka voxel style llama. Let's take a look at that voxel style llama one more time. Again, it's much more composed. This is less, three-dimensional. The way this is sitting here, this property card, it looks more two-dimensional, but it is still that voxel style. I like it. It's a little understated in this image. The city was a little more detailed as far as this presentation, but I like it. I like the way this looks. And again, if this level of composition was put forward when we saw the structure ornaments, I think those structure ornaments would be closer to sold out right now. There'd be more people more excited about them. But as I said, when they did get launched, they look the way they look. They aren't my favorite. To those who like them, more power to you. But the piece that I can really see here is, if I look at price point, there are other things on the market that a UGC, I will be fair, look better, at least to my eyes, to my visual appeal. Everyone else has their own visual appeal and their own idea of aesthetics, more power to them. But they look better and they're lower cost, 7, 8, 10, 15,000 UPEX. And then we're looking at these being 16, 17, 18 plus dollars USD. There's $20 for the Harvest 2024 apartment building, $20 USD versus 8 or 10 or 15,000 UPEX. Again, there's more expensive UGC options out there for structure ornaments, but there's some great looking pieces at under 10,000 UPEX. So I do have to make that argument when Upland puts these out. I will put one caveat. The one caveat is the majority of the structure ornaments that are out there, the 7 or 10,000 UPEX price, excuse me, they're not limited. There's a lot of them that are available. And in some cases, they will continue making those. In some cases, they've already made more than 150, more than 200. They made more than the total circulation of the Harvest 2024 luxury ramp. So if you want to look at how limited or how many were out there, or do they become more popular later because they become this little, I don't know, it's like we talk about so many things in society that up front people don't like, and later for one reason or another, either ironically or because the aesthetic changes, people really like. There's few of these available. Maybe they become more collectible later. I can't tell you if that's the case. I can't tell you if that's what you should do. But the one thing I will tell you, there's fewer of these than there are for many of those lower cost, more broadly available UGC structural ornaments that are out there. But again, it's your purchase, and again, it is something that they have utility, whether it's the UGC version or the upland version for the harvest season. Hey, King Cody, good to see you. They can be used to participate in the harvest season ornament contest. The leaderboard's going on now. Continue to participate between now and the end of the season for your chance to end up on the leaderboard and get some prizes along the way. Let's get a look at the other key piece today. As of today, the 15th of October, 90 MPT, running through the 15th of November. Burn or exchange any 3 items to check the bonus mission off on your list. Remember, gamified earnings tasks determine your earning potential for the season. Again, that is your dividends that you're receiving on your properties, an annualized rate applied over the course of next season. However, they do something much more important, if you ask me, and that is determine the multiplier for the upcoming airdrops. Airdrops on the 30th of November, as far as when that capture is going to be, or that screenshot, that snapshot is going to be, and then the 15th of November, another snapshot there with the sparklet going out shortly thereafter. You do have to have a base. Your base is determined by the total amount of sparklet you had earned prior to the GGE, and then kept in the game of upland. Multiplier is determined by how many of the tasks that you complete over time, and then that determines what you're going to receive overall for your payout at those 2 airdrops. But wait, there's more. One more cycle of these. We have 2 more of these airdrops that are going to be happening during Wonderland season. But what you do now determines what your payouts are on the 30th and the 15th. So looking forward to that. The task, like I said, this is one we've seen before. The idea of burning or exchanging, and it makes sense if Upwind gives you another incentive to burn or exchange. Burn 3 things, get blank. Exchange these 3 passes to get blank. So the exchange is something that if you're participating in the NFLPA and you have a bunch of mementos, passes, and you're going to burn those, so you're going to get this, that is an exchange. I'm exchanging them or I'm burning them. This goes in, I get this out. That does count either way, a burn or an exchange. You could be getting things on a 1-to-1 basis. You could burn things and get nothing in return, or you could burn 3 and get 1 back. We don't have any burn 3, get 1 back at this moment. We may see more get brought out in the near future. And if you can stack or layer that experience where you could be getting the burn for a reason, getting a reward for it, as opposed to just burning randomly, burning willy-nilly, you could be getting what you're going to get for your reward and getting this task checked off on the board. So definitely is something to keep in mind. Stackable tasks definitely help, and stackable tasks make it so that you can accidentally get these things checked off the list without even thinking about it. So keep that in mind. This is another task along the line. One task could be 0.3 multiplier increase. That's not a bad thing. I would love to get a little more sparklet. So you're having the opportunity to get a little more sparklet. Make some of these tasks worthwhile. Make them more likely to do. I'm not a big fan of burning my assets. But if there's an exchange where I'm exchanging 1 for 1, and I got a couple of those opportunities between now and the 15th of November, or even better, the 30th of October, that's going to get me a better qualification or better multiplier when it comes to a couple airdrops that are upcoming. Otherwise, for tonight, as I said in the beginning, in the run-up, that's it. There's not a lot else going on for tonight. Thank you so much for being here. Monday through Friday, 7:30 p.m. PT. We keep it brief when there's not a lot to say or not a lot to do. But when there isn't, we get a little more detail and obviously a little bit of context on the daily news as well. So Monday through Friday, 7:30 p.m. PT. Meet me in the Upland Cafe, here on Twitter, here on YouTube, here in the Upland Plaza, if that's where you're seeing us. And again, see you again tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. PT. The Upland Cafe Discord. Feel free to unmute the mics. The floor is yours.